Mariah, the only person with me in the green, and it's my fault. Like, you ain't never took no meeting without me. Like, you ain't never tried to cross me out. You ain't never did none of that. I'm going to give you some of your masters. You see what I'm saying? I take 300 million before I take 375 million. I take 300 million and give you 75 million worth of your rights back. Cause if I sell the shit and make 375 million, I'm already thinking in my mind I got to give you the 75 million anyway. So before I do that, I ain't gonna even take the money. I'm gonna just give you 75 million. So and your study growing. If you hold your for 2-3 years, you gonna get you 100 million for it. If you hold it for 2-3 more years, you gonna get you 100 million.
The tea is spilling everywhere after these wild leaked prison calls from Young Thug, and it's messier than anyone expected. First, he shaded Kid Dot for not being as big as Drake.
Girls hit me up. Asia hit me up out of the blue. What was the girl with the freckles? Remember her?
Yeah, Latasha.
Yeah, she hit me up.
Look, when I come out tonight, I'm gonna call. When I come out tonight, I'm gonna call you.
You want me to call her?
Yeah, for sure. So I want you to text her and tell her, for sure.
To Mariah today, she's like, man, she said she feel better from talking to you.
For sure.
You got her in her feelings, man.
What happened?
No, I'm just saying she loves you, man.
Oh, for sure.
Like overly.
Yeah, like too much. Sometimes too much.
The first time I ever wore a dress, at that point I didn't even know it was a dress. It wasn't a dress.
One.
On God, because I know what my version of a dress is. It's kind of like a coat.
When you do put on a dress, is that more for shock?
No, it's just like I wanted a cheetah print long shirt. I couldn't find one. This is the closest I'm gonna get to it. It stopped me from judging people because it's like people judge me and people say gay, but it's like if people think that I'm gay, they already misjudge.
Then he came for Glorilla, calling her ugly, and now, boom, it's Mariah the Scientist in the spotlight. Mariah is reportedly shattered after shocking leaks dropped, and the internet is going absolutely insane over it. Word on the street is that the leaks exposed a secret prison affair involving Thug, and fans are in disbelief. Social media is on fire, the clips are everywhere, and people are already dividing into camps over who's telling the truth. Mariah is caught dead center, blindsided and heartbroken, and the way this drama is unfolding feels explosive like never before.
Okay. I just want to thank God for the day. I want to thank you for life, light, and love. I want to thank you for our family and our friends. I want to thank you for Jeff and our relationship. I want to thank you for covering us with the blood of Jesus, protecting us, keeping us safe. Every day. Yes! This has really been a long time coming, and it has been really hard. But I'm appreciative that you kept showing up for me and supporting me. There was people who was telling me I would never see him again. There was people who was laughing at me and laughing at the situation, making fun of us. And this shit's so fucking crazy now. This supposed to be a prayer. Come on. Thank you, God. And amen. Now back to me. Who doubted me and doubted this shit and said this nigga was never coming back. Oh, God. What you gonna say now, Now, when I say thug, we gotta switch it up. This shit is so unbelievable. But let's just make it to the end so I can get on this. You know what I'm gonna do.
The whispers are no longer whispers. They've turned into pure chaos, shaking up the entire rap game. This isn't just a small scandal. It's a meltdown of secrets becoming public outrage, and it's turning everything we thought we knew about Thug and Mariah upside down. And listen, Mariah herself once said, "I cannot trust you, and I'm forced to let you go." Whew. That line is haunting now, because if this is true, Thug really played her dirty after she stayed loyal for 2 years straight during his RICO trial. Can you even picture it? While Mariah was holding him down like a real rider, allegedly, he was locked up entertaining a whole different type of company behind bars. Fans are saying it's unbelievable, but the receipts floating around make it impossible to ignore. And to add more fuel, one leaked prison call has Thug straight up bragging that he talks to 10 different women every single day from behind bars. 10! And instead of sounding guilty,
look at himself. He can't look at himself. His conscience in him up. He trying to pay all this money to keep this stuff out the vlogs. Keep paying the media. This what the control they have. This the control they have. Calling people, bro, don't unfollow me, bro. Not me, not right now, bro. I understand you don't mess with me, bro. But just do it in a professional way, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yeah.
He laughed like it was nothing, like juggling all those conversations was just part of his regular prison schedule. No shame, no hesitation, just pure arrogance. And now the whole world is watching this chaos unfold. This whole situation sounded shady from the jump, but what really stung was how it painted Mariah as the ultimate ride or die, the only one in the relationship. In reality, it looked like she was dating herself, carrying all the weight while Thug was out here running his own game. Just when people thought the drama couldn't get any wilder, even more leaked calls started circulating. And that's when things really flipped upside down. It wasn't just women eating up his phone time. Fans pointed out he was spending just as many hours chatting with his boys, and suddenly those old DL whispers came roaring back louder than ever. People have been speculating for years whether it was Thug rocking dresses on album covers or casually calling his homies bae. His vibe has always left folks questioning. But now, with these jail calls in the open, the streets are convinced Mariah wasn't just competing with other women, she might have been competing with men too. And here's the kicker. Thug downplayed her loyalty like it meant nothing. He allegedly laughed and brushed it off, saying Mariah loved him too much. Imagine standing by someone through court dates, public shame, and endless headlines, only to get written off like that. That's why fans are snapping, saying earrings off, Vaseline on, because this isn't just about whether Mariah leaves, it's about why she stayed this long in the first place. The real breaking point came when people realized these leaks weren't random. They were exposing a whole pattern Thug had been hiding for years. The internet went wild when Law and Crime dropped the official jail call clips, and with Thug's Ryko case already messy, hearing his own words out loud turned speculation into straight-up scandal. One of the first leaked calls to really grab attention was Young Thug's convo with Lena Saeed. Yes, the same Lena now linked to boxer Devin Haney. The way he spoke to her didn't sound like some casual check-in. It gave the vibe he was keeping tabs, making sure he still had options lined up while Mariah was out here holding it down for him during his prison stretch. Fans couldn't believe it. Like, not him trying to juggle a roster while locked up, but the call that broke hearts was the one with Mariah herself. Instead of thanking her for her loyalty, he brushed her off coldly. She was there updating him on life outside, still riding for him, and he hit her with that dismissive line, saying she loved him too much. That cut deep, because it showed just how different their roles were. Mariah giving him unconditional support, while he treated her like an afterthought. And it wasn't only the women that had people buzzing. Fans noticed Thug spending endless hours talking with his boys, and suddenly every laugh, every tone, every word was under the microscope. The old DL whispers weren't whispers anymore. They came blasting back into the spotlight. The conversation online shifted. This wasn't just about Mariah competing with other women, but about whether she was competing with men too. Then came the clip that left no room for doubt. Thug openly admitting he talks to 10 different women every single day while in jail. When that hit the internet, everyone agreed Mariah had more than enough reasons to walk away. And it's not like the streets hadn't warned her. Rumors of him creeping around had been swirling even before his arrest. Of course, Thug's got money, fame, and access, so plenty of women would still line up for a chance. But the real shock was how casual he sounded when confessing it. No shame, no hesitation, just laughing it off like it was part of his routine. To him, juggling women wasn't even cheating. It was simply how he kept himself entertained behind bars. For everybody listening, that call sounded less like casual talk and more like a straight-up confession that Thug had been entertaining other women the entire time. And the gag is, Mariah stayed loyal through it all. The reactions online were instant and brutal. Fans weren't just mad about the cheating, they were livid because of how it made Mariah look. She was the picture of loyalty, pulling up to jail visits, defending him against critics, even pouring her energy into music about commitment and love. Meanwhile, Thug is out here bragging like running through a roster of women, and maybe even men, was just part of his daily routine. The contrast made her devotion look heartbreaking and for many downright humiliating. The internet quickly labeled it as proof that Mariah was getting played, and just when people thought it couldn't get uglier, more leaked calls hit the timeline. And these new clips didn't just confirm he was juggling women, they had fans wondering what else he might have been keeping under wraps. That's when folks started pointing out how much time he spent on the phone with the guys. Now normally, chopping it up with your boys is nothing, but the way Thug carried himself in some of those convos? Different story. The pet names, the soft jokes, the playful back and forth, it didn't exactly sound like just homies catching up. Fans were squinting at every word, convinced there was more going on than meets the ear. And let's not act brand new. This didn't come out of nowhere. Thug's always kept people guessing. From calling his homies bae on social media to rocking a purple dress on the Jeffrey album cover, he's been sparking whispers and raising eyebrows for years. These calls just reignited a fire that had never really gone out. Fans used to laugh it off whenever Thug pushed the boundaries, but after these leaked calls, people aren't joking anymore. Now the streets are buzzing. Maybe Thug wasn't just casually entertaining women behind bars. Maybe there's been a whole different layer to his story all along. Some brushed it off as playful, but a lot of fans are calling the calls straight-up confirmation of those old DL rumors that never really died down. The truth is, this speculation didn't start in jail. It's been circling for years. Thug's antics have always sparked conversations. From the way he'd hop on Instagram calling his homies lover or bae, to that unforgettable Jeffrey album cover where he posed in a dress, fans never stopped dissecting what it all meant. Some praised it as a bold fashion moment, but for others, it felt like a clue he was dropping hints about his reality. And let's not forget the interviews. Anytime someone pressed him about it, Thug would just laugh, dodge the question, or brush it off with lines like, "My personal life is my personal life." That only fueled the mystery more, leaving the door wide open for speculation. So when these prison calls leaked, it didn't feel random. It felt like the missing puzzle piece. Fans quickly started connecting dots, saying this wasn't just playful banter with friends. To many, it looked like a pattern that's been going on for years, and now it was finally spilling out into the open. And stuck in the middle of it all? Mariah the Scientist. Without even doing anything herself, she ended up at the center of every headline. Fans weren't just questioning why she stayed after the cheating leaks. They started wondering if she'd unknowingly been pulled into something way bigger than she ever signed up for. That ride or die image Mariah once had doesn't look like pure loyalty anymore. It's starting to feel like she was stuck in a situation Thug never planned to make public in the first place. From the very beginning, her role in the relationship was crystal clear. She was the loyal one. She showed up for court dates, visited him faithfully behind bars, and even poured her emotions into music fans swore was about holding Thug down. For a while, people crowned her the ultimate ride-or-die girlfriend. But once those jail calls leaked, the tone online flipped fast. Praise turned into shade, and TikToks mocked her loyalty with captions like, "Me being more faithful to my situationship than Mariah is to young Thug." Twitter threads dragged her endlessly for sticking by him while he was allegedly juggling multiple women, and possibly some friends too, in ways fans found questionable. Pretty soon it wasn't even about being mad at Thug anymore, it was about feeling bad for Mariah. The more loyal she looked, the more she came across as the one being played. And that's the dark side of a high-profile relationship. Once the internet decides you're getting played, that label sticks. Then things got even uglier. Her career started to fade into the background. Instead of her music being the focus, every headline reduced her to Young Thug's girlfriend who won't leave. That ride or die image that once felt empowering, it turned into a trap, chaining her reputation to Thug's chaos instead of letting her shine on her own. Watching those leaked clips of Thug brushing Mariah off wasn't just painful, it exposed the cold truth. She was giving her all to a man who clearly wasn't matching her energy. And let's be real, Mariah is way too pretty and talented to be stuck in that cycle. But then Thug dropped one line that sent the internet into absolute meltdown, flipping the spotlight from Mariah straight back on him. In a heated rant, Thug basically admitted that he and several other Atlanta rappers were moving on the DL. Responding to fans who accused him of snitching, he snapped back saying, "Since y'all want to call me a snitch, let's air it out. We all be taking it in Atlanta. All your fave rappers be taking it, and their homeboys be giving it. Don't wear no skinnies around baby if you not with it." The second he said baby, the internet froze. Was he talking about Lil Baby or someone else? Either way, the drama exploded instantly. It was wild to see him jump from being accused of snitching on Gunna to dragging YSL members to suddenly outing Atlanta rappers in the messiest way possible. It came off like he'd been sitting on this tea, just waiting for the right moment to spill it. And when he did, it was catty, reckless, and chaotic all at once. Sure, he deleted the tweet minutes later, but by then the damage was already done. Screenshots were everywhere, and fans weren't letting it go. And to make matters worse, YSL affiliate Woody jumped into the chaos, tossing more fuel on the fire. In a video that went viral, Woody claimed Thug did some shady things in prison and even suggested Thug had to pay hush money to keep it quiet. His exact words? He can't even look at himself. The combination of Thug's own messy confession and Woody's allegations had the internet spinning, and suddenly this wasn't just gossip. It was a full-on storm, threatening to drag the whole Atlanta rap scene into it. This whole saga turned out way messier than anybody expected. Even Roland Ray had to chime in, saying it wasn't even what it was supposed to give. R.I. Pizza. And honestly, it's hard not to feel bad for Mariah in all this. She canceled shows just to be by Thug's side when he got released, only to get hit with rumors that he was cheating on her with whoever gave him attention behind bars. Now the internet is in full chaos mode. Everybody's talking, sides are being picked, and Mariah is left picking up the broken pieces of a relationship that looks faker by the minute. This secret prison affair drama has fans spiraling, and the fallout is only just beginning. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. This story is nowhere near done. More leaks, more shade, and more messy twists are coming, and you better believe they're not going down quietly. The question is, who's telling the truth, and who's about to get dragged into the fire next? The tea is boiling hot, and the chaos isn't slowing down anytime soon, so make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop your comments below with your take on this whole scandal. And don't forget, check out the next video because the bombshells are dropping faster than anyone can blink. See you on the next one.